My Dad is the Worst at Putting Kids to Bed by Matthew Shelby. To all those dads out there, keep trying. My dad is quite the worst at putting kids to bed. Well, that is what our mum has always gone and said. And Mum says there's just 5 more minutes of our show tonight. We tell Dad there's 5 more shows, and he thinks that sounds all right. Evening snacks from Mum are plain biscuits and milk poured into a cup. We tell Dad to help us sleep. Some chocolate, sweets and lemonade will fill us up. Mum says to the bath, clean our teeth and washing to the laundry down below. We tell Dad we smell okay, and he says, well, let's do all of that tomorrow. At night time, Mum likes us all to speak no louder than a whisper. Dad suggests a good bedtime game might be a game of Twister. With Mum it's cuddles and a snuggle and then a little nestle. Dad prefers to hand out tickles, followed by a wrestle. Mum says she'll read us one quiet book before we go to sleep. Dad tells us some scary stories about monsters from the deep. Mum tells us pyjamas on and into bed by 8. Dad, though, does not seem to mind if we stay up really late. Mum gently strokes our heads and turns off the bedroom light. With Dad we always end up having a great big pillow fight. When we cannot get to sleep, Mum says, try counting lots of sheep. Dad thinks jumping makes us tired, so we see who can do the biggest leap. Mum knows when we're not asleep as she stands behind the door. Dad, though, thinks we're sound asleep if we let out a little snore. So as our dad is not the best at putting kids to bed, Mum suggested he should try and do the morning tasks instead. So Dad got us up and ready and on our way to school. A note came back about the lunch Dad packed saying he'd broken every single rule.